Hey, hey, hey. Time for another Out of This World story from rSpace. People come and people go. The best people will stay. Today on rSpace, we learn to let go of those people who choose to leave. Our first OP learns that letting go doesn't mean that you don't have to care about someone anymore. It's just realizing that the only person you really have control over is yourself. Will cheating ex-fiancé ever get karma? My ex-fiancé, woman 42, with whom I have 2 kids with, male 32, cheated on me after we were in a 12-year relationship. She seems quite happy now with the new guy. She moved out in December and obviously has been with him since. Why does it feel like I am the loser in this situation? I'm constantly crying, get to wake up in the middle of the night thinking about her, have this urge to make contact with her, and yet to her, it seems like it was too easy to let me go. I was not the perfect guy and had my things, but I never abused her, physically or verbally, and I never cheated on her even though there were ample opportunity to hook up with girls my age. Now it feels like it's too late for me at 32 and having kids. I will not find someone that I would want to settle with and would most likely be forced to settle with someone just for the sake of it. Will things be okay? Will her relationship work out? Do I tell my kids why we're not together as they are also now around the new guy? They are both still so young, 11 and 4. I'm so sorry, OP. I think what's important is to try and not to focus on her and how she's doing and what she's doing with this new guy. I think what's healthy is focusing on yourself and developing healthy coping mechanisms. Everything is going to be okay. It's just hard right now because you're in the thick of the feels. Feel them out, let it flow, and each day it will get a little bit better than the next. Update. Cheating fiancé and affair partner want to get married. So, it's lockdown level 4 by us, and this weekend it's Mother's Day celebration. Needless to say, I got a call from my daughter yesterday saying they're coming to sleep over by me. No prior arrangements being made by ex and clearly an attempt to leave the kids with me so she can be with her affair partner. I took the high road and told my daughter she can come over anytime, even though it's lockdown. So when she gets here, drops the kids, I didn't go out, and my daughter starts telling me how they cuddle on her bed, and how she asked my daughter if she can marry the affair partner. Is he even an affair partner at this point in time? What is wrong with this lady? D-Day was almost 5 months ago. Could they still be in the fog? Does it last that long? Not that I care. I actually took the news just fine and was even able to tell my daughter what they did to me without choking up. I just don't get how she could think asking that was okay considering it has been a few months and on my side, I've not even thought of dating again. No contact does work. I have been with her for 12 years and all the memories are starting to fade. I won't say I'm 100%, but I will get there. Also, as in my case, when you do go no contact, be prepared for the fact that she will not come running back to you. Do not worry, as the chances are high that she made the decision long before you started giving kibbles and doing the pick-me dance. Our first reaction comes from Mockingbird82. If you haven't already, I'd be setting up a custody arrangement through the courts. I'd also make note that she drops her own kids off on Mother's Day weekend, but it's up to you. Just be prepared. She may want to start playing intact family again and trying to cut you out. Whenever I tell people to go no contact, I try to mention the 2 possibilities. 1, they come running back, eventually, or 2, they don't. Most of the time, betrayed spouses are better off without the wayward spouses. 5 months is awfully fast, but it makes you wonder if things had been going on for longer than originally thought. That doesn't mean that what she did to you was okay. It seems like this guy is her shiny new play toy. Usually people who rush into something fast are running away from something that they can't escape. I feel like it's an all attempt for your ex-fiancé to avoid whatever it is she's running from. Just an update since D-Day. Hey guys, all the best for 2021. I thought I should just give an update about where I am since D-Day. Max and affair partner bought a house together, sold his old house apparently, and moved much closer to where I am situated. Have not had the misfortune of bumping into them thus far, but I still struggle to go drop the kids at her place and not feel some type of way. If you guys recall, she sent me a crap apology which I totally ignored when I responded and just stuck to replying and the co-parenting stuff. She has not emailed me since. It was also confirmed that she was having this affair whilst the other betrayed spouse was on her dying bed. How about that, huh? All in all, it seems as if they are happy, which does not bother me, as I pray they work out so that my kids are not subjected to more instability from their mom. Could it be really that they are the couple that makes it against all odds? I'm not sure if I can say it's karma, but she also tested positive for COVID. But enough about her. On to me. I'm in much better space these days. Well, 95% of the time. I've been on 2 holidays in the last 2 months with some friends I reconnected with after many years being no contact. Also met a ton of new ladies that seem to think I'm attractive. During the whole drama, I felt like I was not good enough for anyone and would probably die alone. Yet I am also not rushing into anything and seem to not have the whole codependent issues of yesteryear. And I genuinely am not fazed that they seem happy and might work out. Whatever happens to them is not my business, and I have a whole life to live and make the most of it. So yes, my people, things do get better. You will have your weak moments as well, but they are far in between. Chin up and go live your life. There are so much quality people out there, and it would be a shame if you miss out on it sulking over some people who shouldn't matter. The fact that you were able to say that you pray that they work out so that your kids are not subjected to more instability speaks volumes of how far you've come and how good of a person you are. I'm so glad to hear that you're in a better space, OP. You got this. Let's read on to the update. Update. How is this for karma? Feeling quite sorry for the affair partner and ex. I have just heard that affair partner passed away from COVID-related complications. A few months back, I would have gloated, but now I feel nothing but empathy for his kids and my ex. What do you guys reckon? Should I send her a text to sympathize, or do I still maintain no contact? That being said, I still have no desire to get back with her. I hope this sudden cause of events does not cause her to turn her attention back to me. I am so keen to hear what is going to happen. With the new place they got, they were not married yet. What is going to happen to his kids? God works in mysterious ways. We've got a reaction from Kizzle25. Stay no contact. The fact that you can sympathize with the situation despite what they did shows you're in a better place. A Fishy Life chimes in. Leave it alone. You can empathize from a distance. A deleted user left this comment behind. Feeling sorry for someone and the situation they find themselves in just means that you are human and have feelings and empathy. But that is it as far as you are concerned. You are looking for some sort of karma justice, but it doesn't exist. It's just life, and this is the way it has turned out for her. A quasi-stepmother to some kids that aren't hers and with a dead partner. And no matter what you think, and not to be rude, it's really none of your concern beyond possible gossip value. Like any good Rex, unless you are willing to step in and be an active participant and take an active part in it all over again, something you seem loathing to do, you are just a bystander. I'd recommend staying a bystander and keep moving on with your life. The OP replies, thanks for taking the time to reply. I'll never be a participant in her circus any longer. I was just wondering about my kids in this awful situation. And he has young kids as well. It's just dreadful that they lost both parents in the space of 2 years. Remember, I could hate him, but to them, he was probably a superhero, the best dad ever. But you are correct, it is not my concern, and I should just worry about the well-being of my kids. Honestly, OP, I think in cases like these, it's okay to reach out and extend your condolences. Death isn't easy, and yet again, it just goes to show how much you have grown since D-Day. You're such a good person, OP. You should be so proud of yourself and how far you've come. Your kids are lucky to have a father like you. Let's see what else OP has to say. Update on my life since being a victim of infidelity. Post-separation. Hey guys, so I've been off for a while, living life, making new memories. Let me tell you, there is light at the end of the tunnel. My situation feels like it didn't even happen. Reading my old posts, was I that hurt over a loser? I cannot believe it. Since it happened, I have had quite a few ladies shown intention, something I thought was near impossible, young and mature alike. I have, however, not started dating and will probably not date anytime soon. Life is amazing when you put yourself first. I started an amazing job that offers the opportunity of moving abroad in the future, and I have a place and a brand new car. I have to mention the car as she ended up leaving with the new car and left me with the beat-down 15-year-old car when she left. Oh, how about this? One of her daughter's ex-besties ran into me the other day, took my digits, and we've been speaking. We're about to go on a date. She's 24. How fast life doesn't come at you, huh? So to anyone struggling out there with a cheating partner, you will heal. Life will get better, if you will allow it. The choice is yours. Wallow in your pity or decide to thrive and give them the biggest F you ever by coming out the other side new. You can view my old posts to get out. I have read them again. Man, was I in a dark space. To all the peeps who cared to respond and send me direct messages checking up on me, thank you. I did this post to also, in a way, give you guys closure. Make it known that I came out on the other side just fine. What a fantastic and much-deserved happy ending. What she did to you was wrong. There's no excuse for her behavior. It's absolutely refreshing to see how far you've come and how you turned such a horrendous situation around. Thank you for being such a beacon of hope to people who are struggling out there. Thank you so much for sharing. Best of luck, OP. Tell us a time when you were in your darkest days and let us know what helped you get out of it. We love when you're transparent with us. With that, our next OP teaches us you can't have a healthy relationship with people who are wearing a mask. My significant other was running a double life. Oh, this is the perfect place for this little story. My significant other had a double life. He had a girlfriend that thought she was in a full-blown relationship when he practically lived with me. She thought I was getting in the way of their love, so she contacted me to give me the what's up. For context, I knew nothing about her. Unfortunately, she was the side chick who believed that coming to his place for 1 to 2 hours a week to give him sexual favors was a legit relationship. When she contacted me to try to tell me to stay away from her man, I called him and he freaked out. I told him it was either her or me. He cried and pleaded and told me he can't live without me. I made him dump her on the phone in front of me. I then turned around and dumped him. That was 100% always my plan. We have a community reaction from Eva Kane. Yeah, second chances only make these people think that they should be careful the next time. The OP replies, the person you thought you knew never existed. The Rebel Catholic says, my uncle cheated on my aunt, who's my mom's sister, and accidentally conceived a child, who later became my favorite cousin, with the other woman who was also married to another man. Thing was, her husband had had a vasectomy, so he was pretty sure the child wasn't his, and sure enough, the baby was my uncle. My aunt separated from him and was considering divorcing him and asking my mom for advice, as she was sadly the only one who wasn't blaming the baby, which my mom recommended divorce. Ultimately though, she forgave him and got back together with him, and even became a stepmother to her husband's illegitimate daughter. He got full custody of her, and my aunt didn't have any biological children. As far as I know, he's stayed faithful ever since. Of course, this is an exception, not the rule. My mom still thinks that she should have divorced him. However, she didn't, and I'm surprised that she was willing to raise a child that was the result of my uncle's affair. Even my cousin said that my aunt is her real mother, while her biological mother neglected her after her divorce. Sorry if this is a complete incoherent mess. It's late at night and I'm tired. So I'm browsing Reddit, making a bigger idiot due to the blue light tricking my brain into still thinking it's daytime. G. Kira responds, once a cheater, always a cheater. The OP replies back, yep, I know she will remember that when he tries running back. Wow, OP. Nothing like crying and begging for forgiveness for getting caught. I'm glad you were able to see beyond the lies and kick him to the curb. Although working it out after infidelity isn't unheard of, I think one can also sense when someone is being genuine or not. It takes a lot of work to move on after betrayal. It's hard to work past something like that. Luckily, you got away and you can move on to someone who is good with living happily ever after with you and only you. Do you know any success stories after infidelity? Let us know in the comments below. And thank you for joining us today on rSpace. Like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next video. Also, please let us know what you thought of today's content in the comments below. Until next time.